Confidence isn't about impressing others. It's about being at peace with yourself. Women who enjoy their own company radiate a quiet, magnetic confidence because they've learned to value their own presence. Joe Dispenza emphasizes that true self-contentment stems from within, creating an unshakable foundation for personal growth. In this article, we'll explore how solitude, self-sufficiency, authenticity, and emotional well-being are key to unlocking the most powerful version of yourself. Outline overview. We'll dive into the science behind confidence, explore how solitude can empower you, and learn how Joe Dispenza's teachings can guide you to inner peace and emotional strength. By the end, you'll understand why women who embrace their own company are the most confident people. 2. The science behind confidence. Why being comfortable with yourself is the key to real power. Building on the idea of inner peace and self-contentment, let's dive deeper into the science behind why women who enjoy their own company are often the most confident. Have you ever noticed that the people who seem the most self-assured are often the ones who aren't desperately seeking validation from others? It's not a coincidence. There's a powerful connection between solitude, self-awareness, and the brain's ability to form lasting confidence. Think about the moment you're alone, truly alone. You're not distracted by social media notifications, the expectations of others, or the constant noise of life. In these quiet moments, you can hear your own thoughts, desires, and dreams without any external interference. This is where the magic happens. By spending time with yourself, you learn to trust your instincts and your decision-making abilities. Confidence comes from the deep-rooted belief that you are enough, just as you are. Joe Dispenza's teachings often focus on the idea that the mind and body are intrinsically connected, and through focused intention, we can change our life experiences. He argues that when we learn to shift our internal state and create peace within, the external world begins to reflect this change. Confident women who enjoy their own company don't seek external validation because they've already cultivated that internal peace. They've spent years listening to themselves, acknowledging their worth, and realizing that they hold the power to create their own happiness. Take a moment to reflect on the stories of some of the most successful women you know. Often, their success isn't tied to their outward appearances or how well they fit into societal expectations. Instead, it's their confidence, rooted in self-assurance, that allows them to move through life with such power. Oprah Winfrey, for example, has spoken openly about how she spent years learning to embrace her own company. She spent time meditating, reflecting, and aligning herself with her purpose. That inner peace transformed into an unshakable confidence that radiated through her work, her relationships, and her public persona. By spending time with themselves, women tap into the deepest part of their being, which leads to a more authentic version of themselves. Authenticity, as we all know, is magnetic. When you're comfortable in your own skin, you stop seeking approval from others, which makes you infinitely more attractive to those around you, whether it's for personal or professional reasons. The truth is, real confidence is not about pretending to be something you're not. It's about fully accepting who you are, flaws and all. And that journey begins with spending time alone, learning from your own thoughts, and nurturing a relationship with yourself that no one else can break. Women who enjoy their own company radiate this kind of genuine, unwavering confidence because they've built it from the inside out. They're not afraid to sit with themselves, to reflect, and to grow. In a world that constantly demands more from us, being at ease in your own company isn't just a luxury. It's a superpower. 3. Building resilience through solitude. How time alone strengthens your inner power. Building on the idea that confidence begins with self-awareness, let's take a deeper look at how solitude not only nurtures confidence but also cultivates an incredible sense of resilience. If you think about it, life is full of challenges, unexpected setbacks, failures, and heartbreaks. But it's in those tough moments that women who are comfortable in their own company show their true strength. They know that the key to bouncing back doesn't come from outside sources, but from within. Imagine a moment in your life when everything seemed to be falling apart. Maybe it was a job you lost, a relationship that ended, or a dream that didn't come true. Now think about how you navigated through it. Did you rely on others to fix it? Or did you dig deep inside and find the strength to overcome it on your own? For many women who enjoy their own company, the ability to thrive in the face of adversity comes from the quiet, inner strength they've built by spending time alone. Resilience, at its core, is the ability to bounce back from difficulties and emerge stronger. But this doesn't happen by accident. It requires a steady cultivation of self-trust and emotional stability, two qualities that are often honed when we spend time alone, away from distractions and outside opinions. When you learn to be alone, you start to trust yourself more deeply, recognizing that you are capable of handling life's toughest moments without relying on external validation. Let's look at an example from real life. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, faced rejection after rejection before her first book was published. At her lowest point, she was a single mother living on welfare, and the future seemed bleak. But instead of giving up, she used her solitude as a space for creativity and self-reflection. Her inner resilience, developed in part through the years of spending time alone, gave her the strength to keep pushing forward, even when the world around her seemed to have turned its back. When you embrace solitude, you also begin to understand the ebb and flow of emotions. Life's challenges don't break you. They become opportunities for growth. Women who enjoy their own company know this intimately. They know that pain is temporary, and that they possess the emotional resources to heal, rebuild, and thrive. Every setback becomes a lesson learned, every failure an opportunity to grow stronger. One of the most powerful aspects of this resilience is the ability to remain grounded in the face of change. Life's unpredictability can be overwhelming, but those who are comfortable with their own company are better equipped to adapt to whatever comes their way. They've learned to trust the process of life and the inner resources that sustain them. So, the next time life throws you a curveball, remember, it's not the people around you or the circumstances that will define your success, but the inner strength you've built through solitude. When you learn to sit with yourself, to embrace both the good and the bad, you unlock a reservoir of resilience that no one can take away. This inner power becomes the foundation on which your confidence is built, and it will carry you through any storm. 4. The power of self-acceptance. Why women who enjoy their own company radiate true confidence. Building on the theme of resilience, let's explore another vital aspect that shapes the confidence of women who enjoy their own company: self-acceptance. When you spend time alone, you're forced to face yourself without the distractions or influences of others. This isn't always easy, but it's in those quiet, reflective moments that women learn to embrace their true selves, flaws and all. Self-acceptance is the foundation of true confidence. It's not about striving for perfection or trying to meet society's unrealistic standards. It's about embracing who you are at your core, knowing that you are worthy and enough just as you are. When you accept yourself fully, you stop seeking validation from the outside world. You stop measuring your worth based on other people's opinions, and instead you start defining your own value. Think about it. Have you ever caught yourself wishing you could be someone else, or striving to meet an image of who you think you should be? Maybe you compare yourself to others on social media or feel inadequate in certain situations. Many women experience this at some point, but the key is learning to silence those voices. This is where the practice of being comfortable with your own company comes in. It teaches you to be still with yourself, to recognize your strengths, and to make peace with your imperfections. Consider the story of someone like Oprah Winfrey, who, despite facing significant challenges throughout her life, has consistently shown the power of self-acceptance. Oprah once said, "The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change their future by merely changing their attitude." She has embraced her past, her imperfections, and her unique identity, and in doing so, she has radiated a kind of confidence that inspires millions. Oprah's confidence isn't based on external achievements. It's rooted in her unwavering acceptance of who she is. When women embrace self-acceptance, they exude a sense of calm and inner peace that draws people to them. They no longer feel the need to perform or fit into societal molds. Their confidence becomes magnetic because it's authentic. People can sense when someone is comfortable in their own skin, and that kind of confidence is rare and powerful. Moreover, self-acceptance isn't just about recognizing the good in yourself. It's also about accepting the parts of you that you might not like. Every woman has her own insecurities or areas of growth, But rather than viewing these as weaknesses, those who embrace their own company see them as opportunities for self-improvement. They don't shy away from their imperfections. Instead, they confront them head-on with the understanding that they are worthy of love and respect despite their flaws. In the quiet moments of solitude, women come to realize that they don't need anyone else's approval to feel validated. Their self-worth comes from within, and that's what makes their confidence unshakable. As you learn to enjoy your own company, you begin to cultivate this kind of acceptance. You stop searching for external approval and start feeling fulfilled in your own presence. This profound self-acceptance fuels your confidence, making you resilient, radiant, and unstoppable. So, when you look in the mirror, instead of focusing on what you wish was different, try acknowledging and appreciating the person staring back at you. Because the more you accept yourself, the more your confidence will flourish, and that confidence, rooted in self-love and acceptance, will shine brighter than anything else. 5. Embracing solitude, the secret to building unshakable confidence building upon the foundation of self-acceptance. The next crucial piece of the puzzle is the ability to embrace solitude. When a woman enjoys her own company, she learns not just to survive, but to thrive in moments of stillness. Solitude isn't about loneliness. It's about finding peace within yourself, without needing anyone else to fill that space. This shift is what sets women who are truly confident apart from others. They've discovered that true strength is born in the quiet moments. At first, solitude might feel uncomfortable. Many of us are conditioned to believe that we need constant company, entertainment, or external validation to feel secure. In the digital age, where social media gives us instant access to the lives of others, it's easy to feel inadequate when we're by ourselves. But what if solitude wasn't something to fear? What if it was a gateway to discovering the most powerful version of yourself? Take, for example, the story of Maya Angelou, a woman who not only embraced solitude, but saw it as an essential part of her creative and spiritual growth. After a difficult childhood, Angelou spent a lot of time in solitude, finding solace in books, writing, and quiet reflection. This time alone helped her find her voice, heal from her past, and build an unshakable confidence that allowed her to become one of the world's most influential writers and thinkers. This deep connection with herself gave her the strength to navigate the world without needing constant external validation. Angelou knew that when she was alone, she was never truly alone. She had herself to rely on. She understood that solitude, when embraced with intention, is not a void, but an opportunity for growth, reflection, and self-discovery. Women who enjoy their own company understand this powerful concept. They don't shy away from being alone. They seek it out as a way to reconnect with their inner selves. It's in these quiet moments that they can recalibrate, set their intentions, and evaluate where they are in life. Solitude offers clarity. It's where you can hear your own thoughts without the noise of the outside world clouding your judgment. Moreover, solitude gives you the space to explore your passions and interests without interruption. It's a chance to build your confidence in doing things for yourself, without needing anyone else to approve of your choices. Whether it's traveling alone, pursuing a hobby, or simply spending a day with your own thoughts, the confidence gained from enjoying your own company is priceless. Think of solitude as a safe space where you can recharge and rediscover your purpose. It teaches you how to trust yourself and your decisions. Once you start embracing solitude, you begin to realize that you don't need anyone else to complete you. You are whole on your own. That's a powerful realization that builds unshakable confidence. In the long run, women who have learned to embrace solitude find that their confidence grows naturally. They're not dependent on others for their happiness or validation. They trust their instincts, and more importantly, they trust themselves. Solitude becomes their ally in the journey of self-discovery, and it's in this space that they truly flourish. The confidence that comes from embracing solitude is not fleeting. It's deep, lasting, and empowering. 6. Redefining success on your own terms, building on the idea of embracing solitude. Another key element that confident women understand is the power of defining success on their own terms. Too often, we're conditioned to measure success by external standards, how much we achieve, how others perceive us, or how closely we align with societal expectations. But women who enjoy their own company have learned the most liberating lesson of all. True success is not about fitting into a mold. It's about creating your own path and owning it unapologetically. Imagine for a moment a woman named Clara, a successful entrepreneur who, from the outside, had it all. She had built a thriving business, was constantly in demand, and seemed to have all the trappings of success. But despite her external accomplishments, Clara still felt an emptiness inside. She was constantly chasing after what others considered successful. The bigger house, the fancier car, the prestigious awards. Yet none of these things made her feel fulfilled. It wasn't until Clara took some time to reflect in solitude, away from the pressures and distractions of others' expectations, that she had her breakthrough. She realized that her version of success didn't need to look like anyone else's. She began to redefine what it meant for her to live a successful life. Success, she decided, wasn't about fitting into society's narrow definitions, but about aligning with her own values, passions, and purpose. Clara's story is a powerful reminder that the most confident people are the ones who stop measuring themselves against others. Instead, they focus inward, asking themselves what they want out of life and how they want to define their success. For Clara, it meant finding balance between her career and her personal life, taking more time for her loved ones, and pursuing hobbies she had long neglected. It meant making decisions based on her own happiness, not on what would look good to the outside world. Women who enjoy their own company understand that success is a deeply personal journey, not a competition. They are comfortable with redefining their own goals and priorities without the fear of judgment or criticism. It's about being able to say, "This is what success looks like to me, and I'm proud of it," no matter how unconventional or different it may seem to others. Redefining success also involves letting go of the need for constant validation from others. When you're confident in your choices and you trust yourself, you don't need to look to others for approval. You understand that success is not something that can be quantified by the number of likes on a post or the accolades from peers. It's something that is felt in the satisfaction of living a life true to yourself. True confidence comes from creating a life that reflects your own values, desires, and vision. It's about making decisions that resonate with your heart, regardless of how they're perceived by others. The women who truly excel in life are those who have the courage to step away from the conventional definitions of success and pursue what genuinely fulfills them. When you begin to redefine success on your own terms, you start to experience a profound sense of freedom and empowerment. You no longer feel the need to compare yourself to others because you're too focused on creating the life you want. This is the key to building unshakable confidence. When you stop chasing someone else's version of success and start living your own, you unlock the true power within you. 7. The power of self-love and unshakable confidence. Building on the idea of redefining success on your own terms, we now arrive at the most powerful secret to becoming the most confident version of yourself: self-love. Women who truly enjoy their own company have mastered the art of self-love, and this is the bedrock of their unshakable confidence. They understand that before they can love anyone else, they must first love themselves without conditions or apologies. Take, for example, Emma, a woman who once lived for the approval of others. She had always placed the needs of her family, friends, and colleagues above her own, often sacrificing her happiness in the process. She believed that her worth was tied to how much she could give to others and how well she met their expectations. But the constant draining of her emotional energy took a toll. Emma felt lost, unimportant, and invisible, even in a room full of people. One day, Emma realized something that changed her life forever. She was doing everything for others, but she had forgotten to love and care for herself. She'd been so busy chasing approval, she hadn't stopped to appreciate her own worth. It was in the quiet of a solo afternoon, reflecting on her life, that she discovered the concept of self-love. Self-love, she learned, isn't about being selfish or vain. It's about honoring who you are, acknowledging your unique qualities, and recognizing that your value doesn't depend on the approval of anyone else. For Emma, it meant taking time to nurture her own emotional well-being, setting boundaries with people who drained her, and most importantly, learning to forgive herself for the times she felt she had failed. She realized that self-love was a daily practice, a way of showing up for herself, even when life was difficult. Through this journey, Emma transformed. Her confidence grew, not because she became perfect, but because she embraced her imperfections with grace. The more she loved herself, the more she found joy in being alone and comfortable with her thoughts, desires, and needs. She stopped seeking external validation and began trusting her own voice. Self-love allowed her to walk through life with a newfound sense of power, knowing that she was worthy of respect, love, and happiness. The women who embrace self-love are the ones who possess an unshakable confidence. They no longer measure their worth by how others see them, because they know their true value lies within. Their confidence isn't fragile. It's grounded in the unwavering belief that they are enough, just as they are. Self-love isn't a one-time achievement, but a lifelong journey. It's not about achieving perfection. It's about accepting and honoring who you are, flaws and all. The women who thrive in their own company understand that confidence stems from within, from the constant nurturing and cherishing of their own being. And this is why they are the most confident people. They've learned the most important lesson of all. Love yourself first, and the world will reflect that love back to you. So, if you want to cultivate unshakable confidence, start with yourself. Embrace your strengths, your flaws, and everything that makes you uniquely you. When you love yourself completely, nothing and no one can take away the confidence that comes from knowing you are truly enough. And that's the most powerful confidence of all. Sparkles, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. Sparkles, your thoughts and feedback mean the world to us. So please comment below with your opinions and let us know how you're embracing self-love in your life. Speech balloons, sparkling heart, we absolutely love hearing your stories and connecting with our incredible community. Backhand index pointing right, make sure you subscribe and watch our other videos for more life-changing advice and empowering tips on how to become the best version of yourself. You don't want to miss out on what's coming next. Remember, you are worthy of all the love and confidence in the world. Two hearts, let's grow together. One powerful step at a time. Seedling sparkles, like, comment, and stay tuned for more empowering content.